Welcome back to 52 Moments, where I answer things like,
Why are you like this?
or,
What happened to you?
or even,
Who did you piss off?
as best I can. Along the way, I hope you'll learn more about me. So let's get to it. This episode is called Becoming Fozzie, which refers to a role I had when I was 11. Now, in 1979, the Muppet Movie came out. It was huge. I was in grade 5. The next year, in grade 6, our school theater group, drama group, whatever you want to call it, it was the Mackenzie Theater Group. We put on a show, and I went all in for the auditions. Now, the role I really wanted was Johnny in The Devil Went Down to Georgia. I practiced my air fiddle for weeks, well, probably days, in the hopes that I would get it. And I wasn't quite good enough for it, so the role went to someone else. But I did get the role of Fozzie Bear in Moving Right Along. So I learned how to wiggle my ears, which I can still do, but I'm not going to do it now because it's not all that impressive on camera. And it was moot anyway, because the lovely parent who made the costumes included for Fozzie this sort of full, like, not a face, but a full head sort of cowl, I guess, with the big ears on top. And then a brown, like, sweatshirt with that funny bow thing he wears. So, and I'm sure I had makeup on and everything else. Um, so I got to play Fozzie. I got to mime driving the Studebaker and singing or lip syncing. I honestly don't remember. I know the Devil Went Down to Georgia was lip syncing. I don't remember if the Muppet ones were lip syncing, but I knew all the words at one point. I will link to a sing along down below in the show notes so that if you really want to, you can sing along to Moving Right Along. Um, One of the reasons I really wanted to be in this was that we took the show on the road. And for an 11-year-old to go for an overnight trip without my parents, that was exciting. Now, as far as what on the road meant, we went to Kelowna. Which, if you live in BC, is like, oh, okay. Especially when you consider that it was 1981 and Kelowna was a smaller place than it is now. But then again, Victoria was smaller than it is now, too. So, eh. Anyway, we got billeted into other students' families' homes. And I think we were there for 2 nights, maybe 3. But I don't remember much about the family I stayed with. I remember that their house was this lovely, fairly new split level design. And I felt like they must be in the lap of luxury because their bathroom had this very long countertop with 2 basins. And I was like, life goals. For some reason that just seemed outrageously extra to me at that age. Anyway, we went to Kelowna. We got to tour the Sunripe juice plant, which probably fueled my interest in factory processes. I can't remember a time when I wasn't fascinated by automation and factory processes. And I think that touring a factory like that really increased that curiosity and fascination. I remember that we performed it, but mostly what I remember was that theater group was very much like, if you go through this program, you would see that most everything was done by kids. Like, we got everything except directing and costumes. So even the set design, um, choreography, all of the roles, sound, lighting, all of that stuff, all that responsibility and skill building was given to kids. Like, we were mostly in grade 6, 7. And yeah, it's like whenever people talk about making cuts to the arts, I think about things like that, where it's such a critical part of skill building and really I want to say personality building, but that's not quite right. But really building kids up to knowing what they can do, what they're capable of, and just just seeing your name in print when you're that age is really exciting. And when people talk about cutting the arts, this is the impact that it has. Like, that kids won't have that in their background to draw on, and I think that's criminal. Like, we need the arts. I am still a performer today because of stuff like this. Like, I started performing, like being cast in roles in kindergarten. I will have one about that first kindergarten one as well, an episode about that at some point. But honestly, I was in drama and glee club and choir, anywhere I could be performing all the way through school. Like, well, up until grade 10. Grade 11 and 12, I focused almost entirely on my academics. And I kind of regret that because I didn't do drama or sing or choir. Oh, I did do glee club in grade 11. And I didn't do art. But for the most part, I was just focused on my academics. I think if I were to have a do-over, that is one thing I would change. But overall, that's just what I did. So I became Fozzie for that. I don't know. I don't know how many performances we did. I think in Kelowna we did one night, and here we did one night. So it was probably twice. But it felt like it was a run, you know? Anyway, now you know another thing about why I am the way I am, and I hope you'll come back soon and learn more. Thanks. Bye.